All right, we're back now, 8:11, with what might be a new frontier in the battle of the bulge, the connection between your diet and your genes, but not the ones you wear.
Right. As researchers discover more about the human genome, they're also learning about how DNA and other biological markers may be able to help you determine the best foods for your body. Here again, NBC's Jolene Kent.
These days, you can personalize anything. Clothes crafted to your cut and color, a ride whenever and wherever you want it, and now the food we eat based on your DNA.
Our cutting-edge science unlocks information in your genes to reveal your optimal dietary needs.
Companies like Canadian biotech startup Nutrigenomics offer DNA kits to test how your body responds to different foods and nutrients. The science is also called Nutrigenomics, and it's part of a market that's expected to generate $600 billion globally by 2020. Consumers are shelling out for cheek swabs and saliva tests, hoping to unlock the secrets of their genetic code.
Here with more on this, NBC News medical contributor, Dr. Natalie Azar. Natalie, good to see you. So it's genes and your diet. What do you think of these tests?
Basically, so the philosophy behind them is that individual genetic variations will impact the way you metabolize food, the way you absorb nutrients, but also, as we were saying before the spot, it can also detect allergies as well as sensitivities to food. The idea here is that you're taking your own genotype and that actually it could impact some nutrition-related chronic diseases. That's the philosophy of it.
But do we know if it works? For example, let's say I find out, my body doesn't like protein or something. Does that mean if I change my diet, suddenly I'm going to have weight loss?
Right. So here's, I think the bigger picture here is the idea of genomics in general, which, by the way, is already used in a variety of different fields, immunotherapy and oncology, biologic therapy for rheumatic disease. So the concept of nutrigenomics it's innovative and it's exciting, and we know that it's going to be probably a blockbuster for the future. However, the field is still a bit in its infancy. As the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics claimed, more study is needed before we can specifically say that this absolutely works.
As that study continues and they continue to look into this, who might be a good candidate for something like this?
Well, interestingly enough, I think most of us watching this piece would say, well, I would like to know, am I genetically predisposed to require more omega-3 or less B12? I mean, that's basically, or how I respond to caffeine, for example. That's what this battery of tests can actually give you. So in a sense, if we know that you need omega-3s to prevent heart disease, and this study and this test tells you that you need to take more, that's sort of the practical application of it. But again, I think it's premature to say, you know, these tests need to be validated. Further study needs to be done. You know, there is some skepticism, of course, in the scientific community about it. But again, applaud the innovation and still encourage these studies to be done.
That's fascinating.
Natalie, thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it very much.